hindi talaga magtatagumpay yung impeachment complaint kay VP Sara. Kung bakit, panoorin natin to.
Because impeachment is a legal process and political activities. I'm not being visit. I am not answering because they have no authority to ask confidential questions.
Kaya naman pala sa, alam mo yun, sobrang tagal nang nananahimik si VP Sara at alam mo yung kung napansin nyo yung during hearing, hindi talaga siya nagsasalita. Gusto talaga nilang, alam mo yung ipamukha sa buong mundo na may tinatago si VP Sara pero nandito lang pala yung sagot. Hindi pala niya sinasagot yung mga tanong nila kasi wala silang otoridad. Yung mga, I guess she's referring to the Congress. Wala silang otoridad na tanungin siya about sa confidential funds. Kaya naman pala.
And there is a law that prohibits officials who gathered information because of their office to divulge it in public. So it's the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act that will add to cases that may be filed against me.
There you go. So, kung magsasabi siya tungkol doon sa confidential funds in public, madadagdagan pa talaga yung kaso niya. Kaya pala VP Sara is remaining silent until now. So, ito na yung kasagutan. Guys, if you're still wondering or you're still in doubt of Vice President Sara Duterte, like, I really had the full trust in her because I voted for her. Like, I'm really confident kasi alam mo yung mga kung totoo talagang corrupt yung Duterte, yung mga Duterte, hindi ganun yung bahay nila sa Davao. Kung alam, kasi yung mother ko, alam niya yung bahay ni President Rodrigo Duterte sa Davao. At saka, hindi talaga siya bongga. Hindi nga siya malaki. Alam mo yung pang ordinaryong tao lang. Alam mo yung mas marami pang alam mo yung hindi masyadong sikat pero ang gaganda ng mga bahay, hindi masyadong mayaman pero mas magara pa yung bahay kaysa sa kanila. So, I really trust her. So, ito, kasi at first, I will tell you honestly, I was also in doubt of our Vice President. Kasi nga, hindi niya sinasagot. Yun yung hinihintay ko eh. Bakit mo hindi sabihin kung nasaan yung confidential funds na yan? Kung hindi naman talaga ikaw yung nagnakaw or ikaw yung alam mo yun. So, yeah, kaya pala, this is it, pansit.
I am definitely not answering questions about confidential funds because it pertains to national security and the lives of the people involved in intelligence operations.
I see.
I am answering questions about the use of the money in the Commission on Audit. We have fully cooperated with the audit process of the Commission on Audit, who has the sole jurisdiction to ask questions about the use.
Yun naman pala, yung COA lang ang may jurisdiction na maghalongkat about dun sa confidential funds. And kung narinig nyo, they are cooperating. So, hindi naman pala, alam mo yun, kasi ang daming mga misinformations dyan nga Sara Duterte is not cooperating with the government or it's like siya yung nagre-rebelde. It's like siya yung hindi sumusunod sa panggobyerno natin. Alam mo yun, ang daming misinformation. Kaya wow, thank you talaga dito kasi alam mo yun na naliwanagan tayo. Naliwanagan talaga tayo about dito. Ako din, ako mismo guys, naliwanagan talaga ako nung nabasa ko tong or napanood ko tong video na to. Grabe.
Of confidential funds. In fact, 2/4 of the Department of Education are already cleared by the Commission on Audit. Plus the fact that, as I said, it is an attack. It is a political attack.
Correct. Political attack talaga siya. Alam mo yun, may gusto talagang pumalit eh. Alam mo yung gustong-gusto ng pumalit. Kasi mga, ewan ko lang, sakim sila or alam mo yun, they are really hungry for position. They are hungry to rule the Philippines. I don't know if they can rule it very well kasi hindi pa nga sila wala pa nga siya sa alam mo yung position. Sobrang ang pangit na ng ang pangit na ng aura niya or ang pangit na ng paningin ng mga tao sa kanya. Ang pangit na ng, alam mo yung reputasyon niya. So, how much more when he already has the power? Alam mo yun, di ba? So, isa talaga siyang political attack. Grabe.
Are in aid of legislation and you want to legislate about confidential funds, you do not target one office and terrorize and torment the employees of that office.
Correct.
Why not call the office of the president was billions and billions of confidential funds? So that shows they're singling out the office of the vice president. And I really feel that it's very disrespectful to the office of the vice.
Correct. 'Di ba? Kung gusto nilang magsilabasa ng confidential funds, dapat lahat. Yung presidente, siya, at lahat ng mga nasa panggobyerno, 'di ba? Bakit siya lang? Bakit si Vice President Sara Duterte lang yung hinahanapan ng confidential funds? Alam mo 'yun, nakakaawa yung mga nasa under ni Vice President. Nakakaawa kasi they were harassed, they were judged, and alam mo yun, grabe yung pinagdaanan nila. Lalo na yung executive chief niya, alam mo yung chief staff niya, I don't remember the name anymore. Grabe yung pinagdaanan niya na depression, anxiety, kasi hindi naman talaga madali yung iimbestigahan ka tapos sa gabi pupuntahan ka, grabe. Grabe 'yon. Hindi talaga makatarungan. Hindi makatarungan.
President. Respect begets respect. So if they want respect, they should first respect the office of the Vice President. They don't like me. They don't like my person. They don't like Inday Sara Duterte, but they have to respect.
Hindi nila gusto si VP Sara kasi she wants justice or hindi nila gusto si Vice President Sara kasi siguro by the book siya. Feeling ko talaga. Alam mo yung hindi siya katulad ng iba na nasusuhulan or yung iba na sakim sa pera. Alam mo yun? For me kasi like my family or my mother is from Davao City and they've experienced the Duterte's regime and wala talaga silang masabi na masama. So para sa akin, kaya ayaw nila sa Duterte, ayaw nila sa mga Duterte talaga kasi they have mercy or they have the heart for Filipino people. And pera lang yung gusto nila kasi kaya siguro ayaw na ayaw nila kay Vice President. Yun lang talaga.
Of the Vice President. So if they want to investigate confidential funds, they don't single out one office.
Correct.
So no explanation will be given to the members of the House of Representatives. Nakapaghanda kami sa impeachment case kasi nga last year nag-announce na si Franz Castro ng impeachment. So the moment na sinabi yon,
there you go. Kaya nasabi ko talagang hindi magiging successful yung impeachment sa kanya kasi they were able to prepare. Last year pa they were able to prepare for everything, for the impeachment. So, hindi lang isang abogado yan. Sobrang daming mga abogado niyan. Hindi naman basta-basta si VP Sara matalino to. Akala nyo lang yun kasi babae to, hindi to lalaban. So, akala nila na galing Davao lang at hindi masyadong katulad nila na sobrang yaman, gaganituhin lang nila. So, I believe VP Sara would really have victory with this impeachment complaint against her.
in the moment na nakita namin na tuloy-tuloy yung attacks, ay naganda na rin kami para sa mga abogado.
Wow, mga abogado.
Which are all documented, but we do not give them the information because we don't trust them at all.
There you go. So, everything, guys, was documented. There you go. Hindi lang niya nilalabas yun kasi it's very confidential. So, she doesn't trust the House of Representatives. She doesn't trust anyone. So, tama talaga. Grabe yung sobrang, alam mo yung sobrang seamless ng mga ginagawa ni Sara. Hindi siya yung tipong, hindi siya reckless. Alam mo yun, lahat talaga ng mga ginagawa niya ay talagang pinag-isipan niya. Except lang doon sa threat kasi alam mo yun, siguro napuno na talaga siya doon, kaya niya nasabi yung mga threat against the president. Pero yung sinabi niya namang threat is kung may mangyari sa kanya, kung mamamatay siya. So, hindi pa naman siya namamatay, so walang mangyayari sa president, di ba? So, kung natatakot siya sa threat ni Sara, siguro kasi papatayin niya si Sara, di ba? Yun lang naman sobrang dali lang naman intindihin yung sinabi niya. Alam niyo, pinalaki lang nila. Yun lang. So, alam niyo guys, another thing, kaya ako nasabi na hindi magiging successful yung impeachment complaint kasi may nakita din akong reels. May nakita kong reels sa Facebook na God was showing her a dream about Sara Duterte. He was riding a boat in the Red Sea. Alam mo yun? And as time goes by, as she was on the boat on the Red Sea, she arrived on a calm blue sea. So alam mo yung kinahinatnan niya is yung calm blue sea. And God revealed it to her na yun na nga, after nung mga storms or problems, attacks against Vice President Sara today, it will result to success. It will result to peace sa buhay niya. Alam mo yun, as I was watching this video, I thought of that. And then God confirmed it because I watched the reels. Because I was able to watch the reel after this video that we are watching right now. So, alam mo yung confirmation talaga siya sa naiisip ko. Confirmation siya na talagang hindi magiging successful yung impeachment ni Vice President. At ito pa, nung nabasa ko tong post from Facebook as well, alam mo yun, grabe. May nabasa na naman akong post sa Facebook at parang naging din siya, naging dagdag siya na confirmation na hindi talaga magiging successful yung yung impeachment kay Sara, VP Sara. Ex-Supreme Court Justice Antonio Carpio, may pinalabas siyang essay about sa Marcos Romualdez. Ito yung Marcos Romualdez gang, ika nila. So, ito yun guys, tingnan nyo. It says here, the title of the essay was The Blind Leading the Lost, A Nation Betrayed. So, ito yung title ng essay niya at sabi dito, he who accepts evil without protesting against it is really cooperating with it, according to Martin Luther King. So guys, hindi ko na sasabihin lahat kung anong nakalagay dito sa post na to. Makikita nyo naman to online sa Facebook. It is trending now. You just sinasabi niya dito yung betrayal sa halls of Congress and the Senate. Alam mo yung mga tungkol sa sinasabi niya dito tungkol sa, alam mo yung when Congress butchered billions from education, at dito rin yung walang walang nakalaang walang nakalaang funding for PhilHealth in 2025. Nandito din yung ayuda sa kapusan kita program, yung AKAP, nandito rin dito, sinalaysay niya din dito. Lahat ng mga hinanaing niya ay nandito na sa essay na to guys, and this is an attack to the Marcos Romualdez gang. And you know guys, it is really asking for us Filipino to stand up. We should rise. If we unite and act, we can reclaim this nation from the thieves and traitors who have hijacked it. So parang wow, nabuhayan ako na hindi talaga mangyayari yung yung sinasabi nilang impeachment against kay Sara Duterte. So I just really love it, guys. So wow, thank you, Jesus. Alam niyo guys, you can drop in the comment what your thoughts about this. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.